Hi there, my name's Emma Johnson. I'm a 21-year-old who goes to Texas State University. I study digital media innovation through the School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I recently got to go to South by Southwest with my school, and it was a crazy opportunity, and this is just kind of my play-by-play on how I did it. Picking up badges, what we had to do before, and I just kind of wanted to give someone a better rundown because I was very interested in this program through the school, but I didn't even know where to start because it is a grad program. It started in October of 2024. I reached out to a professor that I was taking a class with at the time, and I knew that he was head of South by Texas State, the program. So I reached out to him and he let me know that it was just for grad students, but usually there weren't enough grad kids to fill the class, essentially, and that he chose some undergrad students, but it was very selective and I did not think there was any chance that I was gonna get to actually go. So I reached out to him, and then in January of 2025, he reached back out and sent me an application and told me to fill it out and that they would let me know in the next few weeks about if I would get to go or not. Then in February, I found out that I did indeed make the team, and at the end of February, we had a meeting at South by headquarters with the actual social media coordinator for South by, and it was really exciting, really fun, and everybody got to meet each other. And then about 2 weeks later, we met up on Sunday at the Austin Convention Center, picked up our platinum badges, and we were on our way. Little backstory, when I was growing up, my dad actually would go to South by in Austin, and I couldn't go with him. I mean, I was a little girl, like, what was the point? So I had always really wanted to go, and it was one of my major life goals, bucket list items, you name it. I was so excited. The first day going into it, I honestly didn't know what to expect, and I've been to a lot of like fan conventions. Like I went to VidCon in 2018 and 2017. I went to TanaCon in 2018, and I went to Dallas Fan Expo last summer, and it was pretty cool. South by though is not a bunch of fangirls. I mean, there's definitely their mix in there, and there's definitely some, but it's a lot of like business professionals. Like, I was really surprised. I really didn't know. I'm only used to fan environments. Going through the school, you were either AM or PM. You were more than welcome to go off shift and go do whatever you wanted, but when you were working, you were expected to be working. South by Southwest is split up into 3 main different components, which are film and TV, conference, and music. And conference is what's mainly going on throughout the days of South by and what you'll mostly be doing before nighttime because premieres don't start until later. So you'll spend all day in different sessions listening to different people speak, and then you will go to film premieres and music events at night. The first day, I got there at 12. I didn't have to be there until 5, and I waited until 3:30 to go, or until 4 to go see Yellow Jackets Into the Wild of Season 3. And at 2, Keith Lee went into that room before. I didn't even plan to see Keith Lee, but it was actually really interesting, and I got to meet him. I got to meet his wife. His little daughters were running around. It was very fun. It was a really good vibe. And hearing him talk was also very interesting because I feel like he's one of those influencers that we've watched blow up in the last few years, and just for food reviews, like, that's crazy. So he was definitely talking about funding your community more, and he always looks for smaller family-owned businesses to review to help them out, rather than large businesses, obviously. And now for the Yellow Jackets of it all. I got to meet Ashley Lyle and Bart Nickerson, and it was literally insane. It was really good. If you're not familiar with Yellow Jackets, it is about a bunch of teenage girls who crash in the wilderness for 18 months before they're survived. And it shows the young girls and their adult counterparts throughout the show. It's definitely genius, like best music I've ever heard in a show. Like the needle drops are crazy, but getting to hear them talk about it and talk about Jackie and Shauna and just all of the characters was definitely very fun. And I love that show so much. I was in the front row and they were showing clips and I was just like, oh my gosh. And it was very fun to see the creators reacting to me reacting to something that we both equally love. And then day 2. Day 2, I got there and immediately had to go to the Future of World building at Disney. And this is where they were talking about the Disney parks and what was coming up. I mean, it opened with the Mandalorian walking on stage with Grogu, Baby Yoda. Crazy. And then it ended with Robert Downey Jr. Huh. Bonkers. Literally changed my life. I mean, in a sense. I was sitting there recording. I'll actually put the video in.
It's very important we get the tone just right. Who better to get the tone just right than the man who helped bring Tony Stark to life, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Downey Jr.
Oh
Robert Downey Jr. Oh my gosh, went triple platinum in my head right there. It was crazy, it was insane. I also saw Ayanna Pressley on this day. She's a United States representative for Massachusetts, and her main focus is women's healthcare. In the last few years, it's definitely been very interesting to see how people talk about it, but it was really fun and comforting to listen to her speak about it in such an uplifting and good way. It fed my soul to be in the same room with someone who was fighting so hard for something that I cared so much about. While I was there, I got to go to 2 separate world premieres, and the first one was A24 Death of a Unicorn. I got such a good spot, and I got to see, I was actually sitting, if you're not familiar with the Paramount Theater in Austin, it's an old historical theater, and it's old school. Like when they come off stage, they can't just like go up the side, like they have to walk by a curtained little like walkway, and I was sitting right next to the curtains. And so Jenna walked by me, Will Poulter walked by me, Paul Rudd walked by me. I sound like I'm just fangirling. At the end of the day, I am a fangirl to my core. I just want to make a career out of it. I also got to see On Swift Horses. Jacob Elordi was not there, very sad, but it was also very good. Daisy Edgar Jones was there, and she was beautiful. A few of my friends actually got to meet her afterwards. I just did not rush the stage fast enough. On Swift Horses, again, amazing. It was beautiful. At no point did I know which way the horse was going, but it was good. I also saw Brian Johnson, Don't Die, if you're familiar. He basically is a multimillionaire. If I'm correct, I'm 90% sure he created Venmo and sold it off. He's a week younger than my dad. My dad turns 48 in August. So he's 47 years old, and he sleeps with a jetpack on his penis every night, a tiny jetpack to track his erections. He is the most tested man ever in history. I mean, I really got to go sit and listen to a lot of people who I'd already previously loved speak, like the Yellow Jackets creators I'd already previously loved. Keith Lee, I just stumbled into that, but it was awesome. Ben Stiller, I was there for Severance, but it's Ben Stiller, you know, it's just little things like that. It was really, really memorable, and the music of it all was so much fun too. I went to an Icelandic music showcase at Shangri-La, and that was pretty much the only music that I did go to, and it was really sad, but I'll put a little clip of her singing in right here. It was really good. Like, we saw a few different artists, and it was a lot of fun. It was really just like a little show that you go, and it's in the back of a bar outside, and we just got to go and chill and listen to music. It was really fun. But throughout the whole festival, there were different people set up outside of Austin Convention Center performing, and that was definitely really cool. Really enjoyed that. But my favorite part of it was conference, but other than that, I loved going to the premieres. Like, the premiere of Death of a Unicorn was crazy, and it was just so much fun. I really, really loved it. But more than anything, I loved meeting people that were like-minded and had the same interests as me. Like, the best part of it, though, was all of my friends that I made go to Texas State. I really just appreciate my school and love Texas State for giving me the opportunity to attend this amazing festival over spring break. More So work it, get to be a part of the content team. It was one of the most amazing experiences of my life, and I will never be able to do something like that at this age again, and it was just amazing. And to anybody who is ever worried about doing anything with your school, just do it, because at the end of the day, everything in your life is just a blip of your life, and the more that you do, the more that you will remember, and it is so much fun. So go Bobcats, go South by Southwest,